I bought this cute little stool secondhand and I love the rustic timber, but I'm going to add a touch more character with these gorgeous splashback tiles.
Which is perfect for me because it gets them out of my garage. But before we get started, there's a few tools that you'll need. Firstly, some Selleys liquid nails, Selleys White for Life tile adhesive and grout, a router with a cutting bit,
some 4.5mm fibre cement sheet, a circular saw, a notch trowel and caulking gun,
a Stanley knife, safety glasses and ear protection,
and lastly, pencil, tape measure and masking tape. Here I've got my sheet mosaic and I'm going to use a Stanley knife to score down the middle and lay them out exactly where I like them along the bench. Once I'm happy with the position, I'll mark them out ready to route. A little tip here is to measure around the edges and make sure that we're even both sides.
All the lines are marked out. Now my job is to run the circular saw at about 15mm deep along those lines so that when we're routing out all the timber, we don't get any splintery edges. Now it's time to route out this inside section of the timber bench. Now I've set the router at 15mm, which allows for the thickness of our tile, the Fibre and some glue, so we get a nice flush finish. Now the trick is here, go nice and slow and let the router do the cutting. Now this section's all rebated out, it's time to measure up for the Fibre, and to cut the Fibre we'll simply score and snap and we'll stick it straight down. Our Fibre is cut, we're ready to glue it down. Now I'm using Selleys liquid nails heavy duty. To use this, we'll simply cut the end off the cartridge, we'll pierce the foil membrane inside, we'll put it into our caulking gun and we'll squeeze out some beads on the inside of our rebate and then slip our Fibre straight in. This is a great glue to use for this job as it's really fast drying and it's also got a really good resistance to the weather. Just give that a nice firm push down, make sure we get good contact between our glue and our Fibre. We'll leave that to dry and we're ready for tiling.
Now before we start gluing and grouting, I'm going to use masking tape to protect our timber. Once you've dusted off your Fibre, it's time for your White for Life tile adhesive. Now this is great because it comes pre-mixed, which is great for smaller jobs like this. Now you simply open up and spread it on, and I'm going to use a 4mm notch trowel to do that. Now it's time for the pretty part, laying tiles. Now we're going to leave this for 24 hours for that tile adhesive to set. Our tile adhesive has set, so we're good to grout now. So we're using Selleys White for Life. This is pre-mixed, so we can just go for it. Make sure you're working that grout all the way into the joints and then smooth off with the trowel. Allow the grout to firm up for about 20 minutes, then use a damp sponge to wipe off the excess. Once the grout is dry, it's a good idea to spray on Selleys grout sealer to protect from stains. And there you go, a great product for those simple projects around the house.